True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report.
Hello, Blue Crew. Welcome back to True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report. This is your definitive channel for deep, exclusive analysis on our Los Angeles Dodgers. Before we dive into the critical details of this historic offseason, I ask that you subscribe to the channel right now and turn on notifications. Your subscription strengthens our community and ensures you receive this insider information before anyone else. Let's build this nation together. We are undoubtedly living in the golden age of baseball in Los Angeles. With the dust from the 2025 World Series celebration still settling, the front office's focus has already shifted drastically to 2026 and the rare opportunity to capture a third consecutive title, a feat that would place us in a pantheon reserved for only two other franchises in MLB history. My analysis of internal movements indicates that the front office is operating with calculated confidence, primarily based on the return of a stellar core. The major headline dominating backstage conversations involves our starting rotation, with the long-awaited return of Shohei Ohtani to the mound, now fully recovered and ready to reaffirm his position as the most singular player in history, added to the presence of Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and the promising Emmett Sheehan. We have enviable depth, and we cannot forget Roki Sasaki. If the decision is to utilize him as a fixed starter, we are looking at what is arguably the most lethal rotation in modern baseball. However, as an insider who follows every whisper of the league, I must address the rumor that ESPN's Jeff Passan recently brought to light. There is a discussion about a possible blockbuster trade for the reigning Cy Young winner, Tarik Skubal. The logic is tempting. Add the best southpaw in the game to an already galactic rotation. The Dodgers possess the prospect capital necessary for such a move, something few teams have. However, my objective analysis, aligned with what Passan reported, suggests that Andrew Friedman and the front office may wisely pass on this opportunity. Why? Because unlike in previous years where pitcher health was our Achilles heel, we enter 2026 with a surplus of talent on the mound. Spending our best prospects in an area where we are already dominant would be a misallocation of resources. And the smart strategy, and the one I believe will be followed, is to trust the current depth, which is the best in MLB, and redirect that financial and trade capital to cover the real gaps that became evident during the high-stress moments of the last postseason. The seriousness with which the management views Ohtani's return as a pitcher changes the entire board. He is effectively our elite rotation signing, allowing financial focus to turn to the areas I will discuss next. And if the rotation is our shield, we need to sharpen the sword in the outfield and reinforce the rear guard in the bullpen. According to insider information and Jeff Passan's analysis, the Dodgers' focus this offseason will be surgical, outfield and relievers. Although our infield is solidified with the returns of Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy, and the versatility of Tommy Edman, the outfield presents question marks that we cannot ignore if we want the three-peat. Mookie Betts is a constant, but we need more. The departure of veterans like Kike Hernandez and Miguel Rojas to free agency creates a vacuum of leadership and versatility. Although both have been heroes in crucial moments, the harsh reality of professional baseball is that both are past 30 years old. The front office's trend points towards searching for a long-term solution, someone who offers offensive and defensive consistency for years, not just a stopgap. Here enters the name that is shaking up the market, Kyle Tucker. We are talking about a contract that will likely exceed the $300 million mark. Tucker would bring an elite lefty balance to the lineup and Gold Glove defense. My read is that the Dodgers will not hesitate to spend if the right player is available, especially with the flexibility we have by not needing to spend $300 million on a starting pitcher this year. In parallel, and perhaps more urgent, is the bullpen situation. Anyone who watched the 2025 postseason closely saw something concerning. Dave Roberts hesitated. There were clear moments where trust in the relievers wavered, forcing starters to go beyond their limit or creating situations of unnecessary risk. A championship team cannot have a manager who looks at the bullpen with uncertainty in October. The trend is that we will seek an elite arm for the final innings, someone with electric stuff to shut the door. We aren't just looking for depth, we are looking for dominance. The combination of an impact outfielder like Tucker and an elite closer or setup man would transform this roster of favorites into a nearly unbeatable force. In summary, the Dodgers' strategy is clear. Keep the elite rotation we already have and invest heavily in the exposed weaknesses. We don't need Tarik Skubal to win. We need a Kyle Tucker and a bullpen that doesn't cause tachycardia in October. This surgical approach is what separates champions from dynasties. Now, I want to hear from you, the die-hard fan. Do you agree that we should ignore the Skubal trade and invest everything in Kyle Tucker? Or would you bring Kike Hernandez back for the emotional leadership? And which reliever do you want to see wearing blue in 2026? Leave your opinion in the comments below. I want a high-level discussion. Don't forget to subscribe to True Blue Nation Dodgers Report for more exclusive analysis and quick updates as we build the path to the three-peat. Let's go, Dodgers!